Hey everybody, welcome to my review for Constantine on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray, coming to you from Warner Brothers on the format Tuesday, February 18th. That's tomorrow if you're watching this tonight, or today if you're watching it that day, or yesterday, or no, whenever you watch it. But Constantine is coming. This is one of those DC films from the 2000s that came out starring Keanu Reeves. Let's take a look here. It is just one of those simply 4K and a digital code releases. See right there. So says I was like, oh, when I got this now, so I was like, oh, they're putting Constantine out. Okay, um, you know, whatever. That's cool. Let's talk about the movie a bit here. This is a movie that came out back in the day, and I saw it, and I just kind of went, yeah, I didn't really care for it too much. Wasn't my cup of tea. And then glorious getting it for review here because this is not something I would have sought after. But watching it now, I was much more enamored with this movie than before. It's far more stylistic. I appreciate the performances more. It's got some really cool stuff going on. I just remembered from before that I just wasn't feeling this movie, and like Gavin Rosdale from Bush is in it, and he's not the greatest. Um, still somewhat there, but I really much more in my older age appreciate a lot of the camera work here, the stylish choices with the lighting, um, the way the performances go, much more noir stuff, and just kind of being more my vibe now. And maybe it's because I got older or something, or I'm less stupid than I was before, or something like that. It's still not a perfect movie. It's a bit overlong, but it's working for me, and it might improve the more I go back. I'm going to go back to this again because I was intrigued this time around. So I'm going to give this a 3 with the potential to go up to a 3.5 um, one of these days when it comes through. But yeah, Constantine Keanu rocks. The one thing I will say that was awesome watching it this time was the visual effects, the CG held up wonderfully. Like this looks better than CG in modern superhero comic book movies that we're getting. I was like, wow, this is holding up really well. Looks really impressive. There's great visuals in this movie I mean, combination of the visual effects, the lighting, and the camera work are all high end stuff. Like there's a really cool shot of Rachel Weisz as she's like she falls into this pool, but the way it's framed and executed is just it's like illusion that's really fun to check out. And yeah, I enjoyed it. This could work on silent, this movie. It's that cool. I'm not trying to overhype. I mean, just gave it 3, but this has value to it. Whereas this was a movie I was just kind of like, okay. But it has a good value to it. Francis Lawrence showing some chops here that he would take, later. He ends up helming the Hunger Games franchise later on. But yeah, Constantine. Okay, I got you, Constantine. Much better than I remembered, and really appreciative of a lot of the craft here on display. So yeah, 3 out of 5. Let's go to the video for Constantine, which comes to you in its original um aspect ratio of sorry 239:1, and then it's a native 4K title because of shot on film and stuff. And luckily, it's before they did like a 2D or a 2K digital intermediate. The coding is HEVC H.265, and this looks really lovely. I mean, really, like there's a good contrast going on here. This is a dark movie, and a lot of the darker scenes do really well because of the black levels being one of the most impressive aspects in a 4K disc, and this really knocks it out here. And the HDR does well with like fire and like bright lights, and so a lot of the imagery um, that they build on screen in the frame really has some pop to it, and it also holds that lower look without trying to look too extravagant for the 4K disc, if that makes sense. It's a nice crisp image with plenty of details, lots of depth going on here, especially with the CG stuff holding up. Um, Yeah, impressive look here from it, and I really, I mean, could it be better? Maybe. I'm not sure. Um, it didn't like knock my socks off, but it is really impressive. So I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 for my score here. Um, moving on to the audio, we have a Dolby Atmos track that leads the way. We'll talk about that in a second. Both Parisian and Canadian French, both Castilian and Latin American Spanish, as well as a French, German, and Italian track. The subtitles we have English SDH, French, German SDH. We have both uh, Spanish and Castilian, and Spanish and Latin American, Dutch, Japanese, Korean, Danish, Finnish, Norwegian, and Swedish. The Dolby Atmos track, out, folks, look out. This is loud. Like, I had it on a couple notches down from my normal setting when I would start watching. I was just like, I felt loud, but I didn't know if I'm getting old. Maybe my ears are a little weary, but it was loud. And my wife came down. I was like, "Why is this so loud now?" So okay. Um, and yeah, it's definitely blasting. Um, not too much in the way of distortion, but you gotta turn down and it's like it does like play. It is a playful track. There's stuff coming out of the ceiling speakers, uh, whispering around the room with good rolling power to it. The subwoofer hits and stuff, but there are time like some loudness problems right here with just too much cranked up and too much stuff going on at the same time without any nuance or whatever. Just everything to the max, like the effects, the vocals, the music, just too much screech at the same time. While it's a thrill to sit and be loud like that, it is like not the most balance. Balance isn't the strongest suit here. Most of the movie is, but it does have its problems. I'm giving this a 4 out of 5 on the Atmos track, though some who like it loud and stuff like just cranking and all that stuff may enjoy this more than I did, but I was looking for some nuance, some more intricate stuff, and that's where I've come at. All right, next to the bonus features. Now this came out in the era of DVD where they were just like loading the things up with, it was a everybody was buying DVD, so they put a lot of bonus features on it. So they bring over some the archival stuff from DVD, which went over to Blu-ray. But you get 2 commentaries, one with Francis Lawrence and producer Akiva Goldsman, and then the other with the writers Kevin Broadbent and Frank Acapello. Frank A. Capello. And then these little featurettes go from anywhere from like just over a minute to like 16 minutes, but they've brought over Channeling Constantine, Conjuring Constantine, Collision with Evil, Holy Relics, Shotgun Shootout, Hellscape, Visualizing Vermin, Warrior Wings, Unholy Abduction, Demon Face, Constantine's Cosmology, Foresight, The Power of Previsualization, and A Writer's Vision. Also ported over the deleted scenes and alternate ending, which is about 18 minutes long, once with all the scenes and stuff put together. There is a new featurette here, which was pretty badass. 2 Decades of Damnation runs a little over 15 minutes. It's got Francis Lawrence. It's got Keanu Reeves. They're sitting next to each other. It's got other cast members and crew people recalling, talking about in pretty good depth and articulation the stuff about the movie that is good that people like. And I am just loving it. Like Keanu is geeking out about this movie. It is wonderful. Like he is loving it. He's like hitting Francis Lawrence on the side, and they're just in awe of this movie. They talk about specific scenes, specific takes on characters, casting, the noir look, the lighting approach, the camera work, how Francis Lawrence got the job, how Keanu almost kept him from getting the job, and just the legacy of the film and stuff, and what they hope with this new edition will accomplish, like giving something for the fans or bringing in new fans. I was pretty impressed with how much they delivered in 15 minutes, and it's nice that they got people back and so excited about the movie. Really cool bonus features. So all together, I give those the bonus features a 4 out of 5. So let's go back through it. The movie a 3 out of 5. 4 now. I may like this more the next time I see it too. The video, 4.5 out of 5. The audio, 4 out of 5. It's really loud. The bonus features, a 4 out of 5. And the final overall score, 4 out of 5. So Constantine fans, pick this up. This has a new bonus feature, a new audio track, and the restoration is lovely on it. So definitely, this is they have put something together that's worth upgrading right away, picking up. I'm saying a lot of good things about a movie I wasn't that big on, and I'm now excited about this release. This is a cool one. Well done, Warner Brothers. This is really cool. So pick it up. Um, and you can order a copy using the Amazon Associates link at the bottom of the review. Just want to note too, I'm currently to plug myself, but I'm currently this week. I've got some stuff up from on auction on eBay. I have a link down there in the description as well if you'd like to check it out. I've got some very rare items and just some stuff I'm just cleaning out. Some of my collection, moving and shaking. I've replaced some things. I've don't need some things. Blah 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 blah. Check it out if there's something you like there. Have at it. Take a bid. Try to do my best with shipping and stuff, but something you might be into. Check it out. But thank you for watching this review, and till next time, stay film positive.